Okay, we left off page 60. We left off Zion. Zion, page 60, Simchaf Aleph, Zion, the Zorkon. The Ramos says that you should not deal with the tzitzis, even the string that's torn off, minig bizoy lezorka mokum muguna, to throw into an inappropriate place, something which is literally muguna, disgusting. Ratzlom biyodayim also lezorkon lashbo. Achem mitoch shlo genozim nishku memelo. Let's say a person left it and somehow it was swept into the trash. Ein lochus that one does not be concerned. One is overtly disgracing an object that was used for a mitzvah. Years ago, you used to find bookmarks that the string itself was used as a bookmark. The whole mitzvah, that's the whole concept by the lulav, right? And the arovas, we burn the chametz. Something that's used for one mitzvah, we use it for other mitzvahs. Base. Okay. Talisa shel mitzvah shebolu. What about the talis that wore out? Odem boldem matz mehem. Yeah. You should separate yourself. Ve'eno mutal kanech atzmehem. This person wants to use that cloth to clean himself. Kanech means after he does his bodily functions, to use it. You see, even though the Mechaber says you can take the string, throw it directly into the trash, but to use it for minig bizoyin, see, one is disposal, one is actually usage. Something that was used for a mitzvah, now to use it to clean yourself, that's disgraceful. It should not be designated to something which is mugura. Let's say a person needs a cloth to wipe the floor. Who used the towels as the cloth to wipe the floor? You just throw them away, and then they disintegrate. They decompose. I'm primogorim shekos the tali shel mitzvah shenifsku tzitzis. What about if the tzitzis were removed? It's the cloth, it's the garment, but the tzitzis were removed. Lo yasav men mechnosayim. That cloth should not be used as pants. Du b'chal tashim v'gone. That's an inappropriate usage. Something used for mitzvah, used as your pants. V'afilu mital skotnos. Even not only tal skodol, even tal skoton. Ve'ena muter. Kein tzorch lomar. The kaneach rotzlom afil kaneach hatit me'araglov. He's not speaking necessarily after you do bodily function. You want to wipe your shoes. You want to use the cloth as a shoe shine cloth, right? To clean the mud off your shoes. Hamagune avukshena mugune shari. Ubaocha tzitzis olov. This is even without. What about if the tzitzis is still attached to the garment? You want to use, let's say, a talis as a tablecloth, right? It's not tash mugune, and tzitzis are on it. Right, what about that?
We use it for the Torah.
What do you mean, Torah is kedusha. That's okay. So that's a usage, a kedusha usage, right? That's all is tomid deshori. Wait 1 second. So there also dafka b'tzitzis omer mechaber sifalif. He says according to the mechaber it's permitted. La toz aser. According to Taz it's not permitted. The Prim Gordon cause tal shel tefila miyuchad lekach tomei atal spor tzitzis aval tal skoton pshita deshari l'chotashen mugune. Is tal skoton, which is not something which is designated for tefillah, that you could use as long as it's not a usage which is disgraceful. Afilu bo tzitzis olav do levush hedyitu v'rishoy lishkat bo balaylo zorkon lo retzlom alashbo. Afilu yeshom nal do oser betzitzis guf mashvim do modu b'zeh. Okay?
You said it couldn't wear for pants. But what if you just cut her off? Scissors are off, you cut the corners round and use it as a shirt.
That's a garment. It's permitted. Pants is because it covers your bottom. That's the reason. Like we discussed using the material of the mantle. I mean, he'll just say over there in Kriyas Torah, the mantle wears out, and you want to use it to make it as a pair of pants or a seat cover. Put a seat. You're not permitted. Something that's on Torah. Now you're going to sit on it, right?
So a shirt.
I know, but here,
You should make it as a shirt.
Make it into a shirt.
seemingly yes.
Wow. What about using the talus? Let's say you wanted to use it as a table cover for the Seder. You wanted to, for a mitzvah meal. You would be able to do that?
Maybe, and it has the tzitzis on it.
Yeah.
I'd still say it's not permitted. Well, if it doesn't have something, if it could get dirty from the food, definitely not.
Plastic.
I'm saying for plastic. Don't know. Maybe. Mutar likonis b'tzitzis beis hakisei. You're permitted to wear your tzitzis into the beis hakisei. Hagav koshki lishka bohem. Sure, you're permitted to sleep in your tzitzis. Yesh kosu zenogu shel lishka betal sheish bo tzitzis. This is, however, others write that the meaning is we don't sleep with tzitzis, even though up here Arizal, people sleep with tzitzis. Gamlo yidnu lechovis ein yehudi lechabis. This is very important. People to give the talus to the dry cleaners, and the dry cleaners are not Jews. Shouldn't give it.
Really?
He says there's the issue. Gam lo yidnu lechovis ein yehudi lechabis. Why? Vakoshli bitzis b'zu yisolov. Okay, because it's not respect. Something which has that level of representation, you don't give to a goy. You take it, you wash that yourself, you clean it yourself. Ach nogim lehokel lishkabab. He says, although he says you shouldn't sleep in the tzitzis, but the minig is more lenient. People do sleep in tzitzis.
So Shabbos afternoon, you should take them off,
Leave them on.
whereas at nighttime, obviously, they shouldn't take it, tell us to be clean by night.
No. Shouldn't give it to a goy. He says a minog.
Do we hold that?
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see. Mishna Berura. Surely, what?
So
So
wife should do this, it's just not your house.
Correct.
The talus.
1 second. Beis hakisei, v'davka dal knofos hakotin shalov shukla yom. That was speaking about specifically the talus cotton you're going to the bathroom with. What about to go into the bathroom? You're wearing your talus godel, right? Aval elo tali shal mitzvah shmichodin rak lispalel. But the garment that's designated specifically only for tefillah, einocha shikoris ben beis hakisei. It's not appropriate to go into the bathroom with that. Af lahashtin ben muter. But to urinate, it's permitted. What about wearing a kittel? And a person is going to defecate, not to urinate. So sheyiv shir kittel. You shouldn't wear it because the kittel you wear when you daven. It's not appropriate. The same, and you're wearing, and there it's designated for davening. It's not like your regular clothing. You're clothing your body. The kittel specifically, to wear the kittel when you defecate, it's inappropriate. It's not respectful. Because this is designated specifically for tefillah. So the talus godel and the kittel were saying the same thing. Urinating, it's permitted. But defecating, it should be taken off. Based on the concealed Torah sheet, that a person should wear his talus cotton when he sleeps at night. What you do is you have to remove the tzitzis, give it to the guy to clean the garment, and take it back. If you can't locate a Jewish laundry person.
To say it again, you give it to the...
If you remove the tzitzis to give to the guy, even though the garment is the garment that you wore, the talus gadol for davening, it's not a problem. It's only if you give it to him wearing it with the tzitzis. Okay?
I don't know.
Once it merely yesh machmirim b'zeh sheyase kenal. One second. Lishka ben kein litein lekovis ein Yehudi. You hear this? It says, but the minig is will make it all to sleep. But he says, even, although the Ramah doesn't say about giving it to the non-Jew to launder, he says that also people are makel. That you give it if you have no, let's say, you have no choice, right? There's no Jewish dry cleaner, and your wife can't wash towels, go whatever it is. So you can be makel. 1 second. Chilil Kovis Ein Yehudi, Mir Yesh Machmir B'Zeh Sheyas Kenal. He said, however, other people are machmir. When the Ramos says only sleeping, it means specifically that, not B'Zayin.
Rather, the katan has these little pockets where you tuck the tzitzis in for laundry purposes so they don't get shrouded or
Yeah.
So if you, prior to washing your talis katan, if you tuck those in, and then the housekeeper does the...
No, it's inappropriate. It's inappropriateness. The garment is a talishal mitzvah, and it has the tzitzis. It says it's bizoyin. Give such a thing to the goy is not appropriate. It's like by the Svardim, I know by Moroccans, but by the Syrians, they, even though they have all kinds of housekeepers and people working for them, they will not let a goy walk into the sukkah. Sukkahs, a goy cannot walk into the sukkah by them. Sukkah is tilt the shchinte. If the shchin is there, a goy cannot come in. That's right. So if the talis represents the mitzvah, tired mitzvahs, all that, it's inappropriate to give it to the goy to clean. You want to wash it, launder it, you do it yourself. Don't give it to the goy.
Someone came out with those gadgets that we kind of rolled the tzitzis into this plastic thing.
It's not. Special washing that you put it in there that's supposed to go so it can't run out.
Yeah.
In the pockets, tucking in the tzitzis, that they come out.
It comes out,
It is important here. Dalid.
It's a special method.
Yesh li zore she'odam lovesh talish lo yigra al tzitzioso. Person has to be careful. Then where's the talis? He shouldn't have the tzitzis dragging on the floor. You ever see people?
Yeah.
If you drape it over your shoulder, it's not a problem. Some people, they have these clips, and they wear it. They think, they're on the, in the Parliament in England. The only thing they're missing is the white wig, right? And the three chins under their the triple chins. They talk and they're in the middle of kedusha. The talis is what the tzitzis are dragging on the floor. Yeah, and when they come to their seat, somebody's sitting in their seat. You don't envy the person sitting in their seat, But the tzitzis are dragging on the floor. Okay, it's not appropriate.
Even when you sit down, it's all on the floor.
So you have to be careful. It's better, right?
Better not.
Yeah. It's not respectful. You let it drag on the floor. Also, somebody, if they're dragging, somebody may step on it, may get caught on something. So it's inevitable they can become posel. You see Hasidim down with a gartel. Usually they tuck the tzitzis in the belt. That's what they do. You see Hasidim. So he says you should put it into your belt. If you have no other choice, otherwise they're going to hang, they can drag. You put it in your belt. Okay, let's see the Mrs. Sharon.
I see people
I mean the straps from the Shel that'd be really long. Sometimes they're too long. You can cut them. Yes, if they're too long, you cut them.
I mean, I see people sit this all the time on the floor, even here.
They shouldn't.
I mean,
It's not respectful.
can you tell them?
Yeah. If it's a person you could tell, you should tell them. Why would it drag on the floor if you're not wearing it? Person has a towel is lying on the floor. Should you pick it up? It's okay. So. Okay. There you're performing the mitzvah.
So therefore, it does have to do.
Even though the Gemara, if there's a Tosas and Baruch, speaks about loig l'rosh. When you go to a cemetery, you have to cover your tzitzis. Loig l'rosh chorfo, so it's pasuk mishlei, but you can't disgrace the impoverished one, because person dies, he can't perform the mitzvah. So what are you going to boast? You can do it, he can't do it. It's therefore you cover it. So Tosas cites Yerushalmi that there were two Amoroim. They were walking in the cemetery, and one of their tzitzis was dragging on the grave. On the grave. So he says to his colleague, he says, what are you doing? You're boasting. I mean, you're disgracing the dead. So but it seems to be. The problem was only because it's disgracing death, not because it was dragging on the grave. Here it says the tzitzis, the strings were actually dragging on the grave itself. So from there it seems to be it's not a problem.
Or it was worse.
Well,
Or it was worse, and you just mentioned the worst.
But the grave is not the same floor.
why not? It's a disgrace to let it drag on the ground. Why not?
No, well, because it's raising, you're not allowed to walk on the grave, so you're not supposed to.
Still. And what about the grave? No, who said it's for? Right. No. His name was Ben Tzitzis. That was his name. But he was called that because he did not allow. He was so careful. No, he was extra careful. Just the opposite. He didn't. Right. He was. No. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be that, but it's definitely admirable what he did. Okay.